Hi, Tyra Butler, marriage and family therapist in the Corona area here. So, as therapists, we spend literally years learning theories, techniques, and modalities. And as you know, there are so many out there, and um, a lot of us are picking and choosing the ones that we feel, work the best. But when a client goes into like full fight, flight, or like a shutdown type of response, or we're just feeling confused with them and not really knowing um, like how we can really intervene or what they're really needing from us. That is where understanding interpersonal neurobiology, or IPNB is the acronym, can really change everything for you. And it has for me, as I have been working on becoming a more well rounded therapist that's capable of seeing the entire family system from children to adults to parent child therapy dynamics, really the entire family. That has been my goal and desire for a while now. And I've put a lot of time, effort, and energy into doing that. And as I've gotten the latest, like cutting edge training and education on interpersonal neuroscience, which encompasses the polyvagal theory, but it's more about application. Um, so it shows us that the mind isn't just in our heads, it's deeply embodied, meaning, mind, body, soul, spirit, and extremely relational, interpersonal. So whether you're working with an adult client, a child client, or it's your partner or your own child, and they're expressing emotions, or they're, overwhelmed in some way that you can't quite put your finger on. The primary engine for working with that, for helping that other person and or helping yourself in the midst of that, is co-regulation. And that is where we as therapists and as parents, as partners, where we have the ability to be proactive and like have something that we can do. You could call it the power, something that we can do to foster a better interaction, a better feeling with that person and with ourselves, because we are all feeling our way through the world. And that's not just like emotions of like anger, anxiety, happiness, sadness. It's bodily feelings and sensations too. So, long before a client hears your words, their nervous system is reading your nervous system. It's all very, subconscious, some very unconscious stuff that's happening in one, nanosecond. It's all happening so much. So real connection, we know as therapists, isn't really about giving advice or saying just the right thing. It's really about our ability to stay grounded, um, notice what's happening in our own body, and offer a regulated presence that they can be in connection with and rely on. And in doing so, that increases our actual window of tolerance as well over time, the more and more that that occurs. Um, so, yeah, no matter where you're at in session or at home, you can become the external nervous system that they need to move through more intense emotional states without getting stuck. So when you learn to stay present with uncomfortable bodily states in the room and increasingly get better at that, your own ability to um, manage the situation, to be able to even know, maybe, is this the right time to say something? Maybe it's not. Is this the time to maybe model how I'm handling and grounding my own self in the moment. Maybe it is time to verbalize like what you're experiencing in the room between the two of you. So as all that happens, then the triggers that, occur at home or in session where you might feel a little anxious, a little frustrated, those all start to lessen. Um, so, in a nutshell, understanding the brain and the body intellectually is a great first step, and we do, benefit from that. But living it through genuine presence is really where something kind of magic happens. Because we're dealing with subconscious and unconscious stuff that's, getting transferred back and forth all the time. So please follow along in this series as I explore how tracking the body, building authentic safety and attunement, and staying regulated can transform and really improve your practice with your clients and in your personal life too. So I'm going to have a series of small bite-sized, you know, um, breaking down aspects of all of this that I'm talking about as an overview into something that you can really learn from and apply on a regular basis. So I look forward to talking with you more, and thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.